Section 1.1 to 1.2 Emerging Markets. 1.1 Definition and Characteristics. Emerging markets refer to economies of countries that are experiencing rapid growth and industrialization, but have not yet reached the level of development and stability seen in more advanced economies. These markets are characterized by a set of distinguishing features, which include economic growth. Emerging markets typically exhibit high rates of economic growth compared to developed economies. They often have expanding populations, increasing levels of urbanization, and rising incomes, which contribute to their overall economic growth. Industrialization. Emerging markets are in the process of transitioning from primarily agricultural or resource-based economies to more industrialized and diversified economies. They experience a shift in employment from the agricultural sector to manufacturing and services sectors, leading to increased productivity and economic development. Market size. Emerging markets are often characterized by large and growing populations, which provide a significant consumer base. This sizable domestic market presents opportunities for businesses to expand their operations and tap into the growing demand for goods and services. Foreign direct investment, FDI. Emerging markets attract substantial inflows of foreign direct investment due to their growth potential and the opportunities they offer to investors. FDI helps stimulate economic development, promotes technology transfer, and contributes to infrastructure improvements. Financial market development. As emerging markets mature, they develop more sophisticated financial systems, including stock exchanges, banking systems, and capital markets. These developments enable greater access to capital for businesses and individuals, facilitating investment and economic growth. Political and regulatory environment. Political stability and a favorable regulatory environment are crucial factors in attracting investment and supporting economic growth in emerging markets. Countries with transparent and predictable policies, effective governance, and reduced corruption tend to be more attractive to investors. Infrastructure development. Infrastructure development is a vital aspect of emerging markets. Investments in transportation, telecommunications, power generation, and other critical infrastructure elements are necessary to support economic activities, enhance productivity, and facilitate connectivity within and beyond the country. Socioeconomic challenges. Despite their growth potential, emerging markets often face significant socioeconomic challenges, such as income inequality, poverty, inadequate healthcare and education systems, and inadequate infrastructure. These challenges can affect the overall development trajectory and require attention from governments and stakeholders. It's important to note that while the term emerging markets is widely used, there is no universally accepted definition. And countries classified as emerging markets can vary depending on the criteria used by different organizations and indices. The classification of economies as emerging markets is determined by various criteria, which can differ among different organizations and indices. Here are some commonly considered factors. Economic growth. One of the primary criteria is the rate of economic growth. Emerging markets generally exhibit higher growth rates compared to developed economies. Organizations often consider factors such as gross domestic product, GDP, growth, industrial output, and investment levels to assess economic growth. Market size. The size of the domestic market is an important factor. Emerging markets tend to have large populations, which provide a significant consumer base for goods and services. Market size is often measured by factors such as population size, household consumption, and retail sales. Market capitalization. The size and liquidity of a country's financial markets, particularly its stock market, are taken into account. A higher market capitalization indicates a more developed and accessible market for investors. Human Development Index, HDI. The HDI, developed by the United Nations, combines factors such as life expectancy, education, and income to assess a country's level of development. Emerging markets typically have lower HDI scores compared to developed economies. Political stability. The political stability and governance of a country are crucial considerations. Countries with stable political environments and effective governance structures are generally considered more attractive for investment. Institutional quality. The quality of institutions, including the legal and regulatory frameworks, property rights protection, and the rule of law, is an important criterion. Strong institutions contribute to a favorable business environment and investor confidence. Financial market development. The development and depth of financial markets, including banking systems, stock exchanges, and access to capital, are assessed. A well-functioning financial system is vital for economic growth and investment. Trade and integration. The level of international trade and integration with global markets is considered. Countries that engage in significant international trade and have liberalized trade policies are often viewed as emerging markets. Infrastructure. The quality and availability of infrastructure, such as transportation networks, energy supply, and telecommunications, are crucial for economic development and competitiveness. Social indicators, such as poverty rates, income inequality, healthcare, and education levels, are also taken into account. These indicators provide insights into the overall well-being of the population and the challenges faced by the country. It's important to note that different organizations and indices may prioritize and weigh these criteria differently, leading to variations in their classifications of emerging markets. Examples of well-known classifications include MSCI Emerging Markets Index, FTSE Russell Emerging Markets Index, and World Bank classifications. 1.2 Economic growth drivers. Several factors contribute to economic growth in emerging markets, including demographics, urbanization, and technological advancements. Let's explore each of these factors. Demographics. Emerging markets often have young and growing populations. This demographic dividend can be a significant driver of economic growth. A large working-age population can lead to increased labor supply, productivity gains, and consumer demand. However, to fully benefit from this demographic advantage, it is essential to invest in education, skills development, and healthcare to ensure a productive and healthy workforce. Urbanization. Emerging markets experience rapid urbanization as people migrate from rural areas to cities in search of better opportunities. Urbanization drives economic growth by concentrating resources, labor, and markets in urban centers. It promotes industrialization, infrastructure development, and the growth of service sectors. Urban areas also tend to have higher productivity levels and facilitate knowledge spillovers and innovation. Technological advancements. Technological advancements play a crucial role in driving economic growth in emerging markets. Access to modern technologies and innovations enables businesses to improve productivity, efficiency, and competitiveness. Investments in research and development, digital infrastructure, and technology adoption contribute to economic diversification, industry upgrading, and the development of new sectors. Entrepreneurship and innovation. Entrepreneurship and innovation are vital drivers of economic growth in emerging markets. Entrepreneurial activities create new businesses, generate employment, and foster competition. Innovative solutions and products improve productivity, stimulate investment, and enhance the overall competitiveness of the economy. Governments often support entrepreneurship through policies that encourage innovation. Access to financing and a favorable business environment. Natural resources and agriculture. Many emerging markets are rich in natural resources such as minerals, oil, gas, and agricultural land. These resources can be significant contributors to economic growth through exports, foreign exchange earnings, and industrial development. However, it is essential to manage these resources sustainably and diversify the economy to reduce dependence on commodity exports. Infrastructure development. Adequate infrastructure, including transportation networks, power supply, and communication systems, is critical for economic growth in emerging markets. Infrastructure investments facilitate trade, connect markets, attract investment, and improve productivity. Improving infrastructure also promotes inclusive growth by reducing regional disparities and enabling access to markets, education, and healthcare. Trade and globalization. Increased participation in global trade and globalization has opened up opportunities for emerging markets. Trade liberalization, market access, and integration into global value chains have provided avenues for export-led growth and increased foreign direct investment. Engaging in international trade can lead to technology transfer, knowledge exchange, and access to larger markets. Financial sector development. Developing a robust and well-functioning financial sector is essential for economic growth. Access to credit, efficient banking systems, capital markets, and financial services support investment, entrepreneurship, and consumption. Sound financial systems also promote investor confidence, mobilize savings, and allocate resources efficiently. it's important to note that the impact of these factors can vary across different emerging markets based on specific country conditions, policies, and the overall business environment. Governments play a crucial role in creating an enabling environment that fosters economic growth by implementing supportive policies, investing in education and infrastructure, promoting innovation, and attracting investment. Emerging markets play a significant role in global trade and investment flows. Here are some key aspects of their involvement. Trade growth. Emerging markets have experienced substantial growth in their participation in global trade over the years. Their expanding economies, rising consumer demand, and competitive advantages in certain sectors have contributed to increased exports and imports. As a result, emerging markets have become major players in global supply chains, contributing to the overall growth and dynamism of international trade. Exporting commodities. Many emerging markets are rich in natural resources, and they often export commodities such as minerals, oil, gas, and agricultural products. These exports contribute to global commodity markets and supply chains. Meeting the demands of advanced economies and driving economic growth in emerging markets. Manufacturing and export-led growth. Emerging markets have become important manufacturing hubs due to factors such as lower labor costs, favorable regulatory environments, and skilled workforces. They often specialize in labor-intensive industries such as textiles, electronics, and automotive manufacturing. These countries supply finished goods and intermediate inputs to global markets, fostering export-led growth, attracting foreign direct investment, FDI. Emerging markets have been successful in attracting foreign direct investment, FDI, from multinational corporations seeking new markets. Resources and cost advantages. FDI inflows stimulate economic growth, promote technology transfer, enhance productivity, and create employment opportunities. Emerging markets often offer investment incentives, tax breaks, and favorable business environments to attract foreign investors. Global value chains. GVCs. Emerging markets have become integral parts of global value chains, where different stages of production are distributed across multiple countries. They participate in various stages, including manufacturing, assembly, and services, allowing them to benefit from technology transfer, knowledge sharing, and access to global markets. This integration into GVCs has contributed to their increased trade and investment flows. Services and outsourcing. Emerging markets are expanding their presence in the global services sector, including IT services, business process outsourcing, BPO, and knowledge-intensive services. Their skilled workforce, competitive costs, and improved telecommunications infrastructure have made them attractive destinations for outsourcing and offshoring activities by multinational companies. Market opportunities. Emerging markets represent significant market opportunities for multinational corporations. Their large and growing middle-class populations, rising incomes, and changing consumption patterns create demand for various goods and services. Companies target these markets to expand their customer base, increase sales, and diversify their revenue sources. South-South trade and investment. Emerging markets also engage in trade and investment with each other, known as South-South cooperation. They seek to enhance economic integration, promote regional trade agreements, and collaborate on infrastructure development projects. South-South trade and investment flows contribute to the growth and development of emerging markets and provide alternatives to traditional North-South trade patterns. Overall, emerging markets have become key players in global trade and investment flows, contributing to economic growth, job creation, and global economic interdependence. Their increasing integration into the global economy presents opportunities for businesses, investors, and consumers, while also posing challenges related to market volatility, regulatory environments, and geopolitical risks.